Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Buffett and Beyond Research Saturday Market Recap Letter. And folks, we're halfway through December. And remember, if you want to live on the beach like Jimmy Buffett once did, you've got to learn how to invest better than Warren Buffett does now. And folks, we are really rocking this market and totally outperforming Buffett's portfolio. And the market, wow, what a run into the end of this year. Fed Chief Powell told us there could be three interest rate cuts in 2024. This means he's just as worried about recession as he is inflation. So that means the Fed is now the friend of the market, and we're set to end this year up for the fourth year out of 5 past years. Now, folks, that's really, really nice for our portfolios. In our weekly stock analysis video, Costco is both a defensive stock as well as a great growth stock. Everyone should have this stock in their portfolio. Oh, wait a minute. They just came out with an extra special dividend. Yes, folks, they have the ultimate in recurring income from their millions of shoppers, including me. And now our ETF video, you're not going to believe this. 2023 could wind up being one of the best years ever for the top stocks in our favorite ETFs. We're talking about returns on our top stock picks reaching up over 80% for the year. And get this, the ETF stocks that we picked in the QQQs are up 94.5% for the year. Yep, the QQQs are up 52%, but our top stocks in the QQQs, which there are a dozen of them, up 94.5%. Folks, we never had a portfolio reach 100% in a single year, but we are just 2 weeks away from breaking that 100% mark. Yeah, we've had stocks that go up over 100%, and we've had some this year already that are up over 100%, but to have an entire portfolio up 100%, that is close to miraculous. All right, folks, let's get on with the market. And here we are, and this is the S&P 500, and these red lines are volatility bands, and the owner or the creator of these bands, John Bollinger, said that if the market goes above or below these bands, that means the market is extra strong at this particular time. And when we see this up here with this market above the top band 3 times in a row, we are looking at a strong market. And usually when this happens, there's a little pullback for just a couple of days, and then it tries to reach this new high once again. And folks, this market is really rocking the S&P 500. And down here, the intermediate term indicator is pointing up. So, folks, we're running on all 8 cylinders here, and 12 if you have a Jaguar. And let's look at the Dow Jones. Folks, I can't even describe this. This is an unbelievable run in the Dow. The Dow is at all new time highs right up in here. And look at this volume down here. And this was on Friday. And the gray lines represent the volume on the up days. When the market closes up, this is the volume in these vertical gray lines. And folks, look at this volume on Friday. Absolutely fantastic. And I can't even believe this run in the market. And down here, the intermediate term indicator never did turn down in here. And folks, it is starting to widen out a bit over here. And yeah, there may be a slight pullback, but don't count on a big pullback because, boy, oh boy, this market is strong. And then when we look at the S&P 500, we're looking at the same thing up here. Yeah, but Friday it was down, 0.36%. So that's hardly a drop at all. And boy, look at this intermediate term indicator down here. See, it actually went down for just a little bit. Down, the black line went below the red line down here just a little bit. And all of a sudden now it's taken off once again. And let's look at the QQQs. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. Yeah, we had this decline in here, and right in here we put on hedges for about 3 or 4 days, but then when this indicator started going back up again, we took the hedges off. And folks, our portfolio, our ETF portfolio in the QQQs, we have a dozen stocks. Now, the QQQs are the 100 of the largest stocks in the NASDAQ, minus any financial stocks. So we picked 12 stocks out of the QQQs for our ETF top stocks, and they're up 94.5% as I speak. Folks, are we going to reach a portfolio of 100% for the first time in our lifetimes? Well, we have 2 more weeks to see if we could do that. For portfolio protection, the December 15th SPY 410 puts. Now, this is a $135,000 portfolio, so we need 3 SPY puts. Now, remember, the SPYs are 1/10 of the S&P 500. So it's a proxy for the S&P 500. I shouldn't even say proxy. It's exactly the S&P 500. Moves exactly with it, but it's 1/10 the values. December 15th, or the SPY, December 15th, closed out yesterday, so we went out and bought the March 15th SPY 410. Now we go about 12 to 15% below the market. This is strictly disaster insurance, and folks, these puts out here in March are so inexpensive, you have to have them. I couldn't believe how inexpensive. They're about $1 for one of these SPY 410 puts way out in March. So if there's any correction between now and the middle of March, you folks that have these puts are protected about 12% below the market. And then you don't have to worry about it. If there's any kind of disaster fall or flash crash or anything like that, you're totally protected. Let's look at our technical signals. And down here, of course, all the short-term signals are overbought, but the intermediate term signals are up on everything. Up on the Dow, up on the S&P 500, up on the QQQs. Those of you who are involved with our hedge timing strategy, we took the hedges off way at the beginning of this week, and boy, oh boy, we sure glad that we did, with our stocks up 94.5% in our QQQ portfolio of the top stocks in the QQQs. And those of you who are always hedged, well, folks, if you're always hedged, you're still up 45% in the QQQs that we're talking about. And we're going to see that in the ETF video. So don't worry about it here. But folks, we're up whether we're hedged or whether we're not hedged. And if we're not hedged in the hedge or in the hedge timing, we're up 94.5% in that 12 stock portfolio that we have in the QQQs. So folks, we're rocking and rolling here. So, folks, we had an unbelievable 2 months or 1 month and a half in here. So go out this weekend, celebrate, be at the beach. Of course, it's storming down here in Florida, but that's give up the rain and give us some sunshine starting tomorrow. But those of you folks who can get out, go for a walk, clear your heads, be with your family, watch television, do anything. Forget about the market, because it'll be here in holiday mode right back here on Monday. So, folks, have a happy holiday season and go out and enjoy yourself, because you made some money over the past month and a half for sure, and this year for sure. All right, folks, we'll see you back here on Monday.